Hello, friends. This is the astrological forecast for June 2025 for Taurus. June 2025 will give you the feeling that everything has fallen into place, that the space around you has organized itself in the most comfortable and convenient way. That's because this month, the ruler of your sign Venus, the planet of love, beauty, diplomacy, and material well-being, enters your sign for the entire month. You can compare it to coming home after a long, hard day at work, where you've been battling, coping, overcoming, and now you're finally back home, welcomed by cozy slippers and a warm dinner. This month allows you to stop fighting for success and start receiving it effortlessly. Only the middle of the month may bring a need for quick reaction and action due to some tense astrological aspects, which may relate to a situation that began back in July or August 2024. However, with Venus in your sign, you'll be able to stay calmer even in the face of unexpected or unusual circumstances. Let's go through the key astrological events of June and how they will influence you step by step. On June 5th, Mercury forms tense aspects to the karmic lunar nodes. This is a major checkpoint moment between events of March and September 2025. It's a time to draw conclusions from the decisions made in March to adjust your course. This could relate to financial matters or expenses related to children. This aspect also touches deeper questions, like your relationships with your children. Do they love you just as a parent? Or do they also value you as a person? What do they truly think of you? How would they see you if you weren't their parent? You may also question how your romantic partner's attitude toward you affects your self-esteem. On June 6, Venus enters your sign and stays there until July 4. Venus represents love, beauty, diplomacy, and earthly pleasures, both material and emotional. Venus returning home brings relief, improvement in finances, and emotional well-being. You'll feel more satisfied with yourself and your life. It will be easier to get what you want. It's no longer about fighting for it, it's about wanting it sincerely, and it will come to you. You'll feel that everything is finally in its right place. You'll likely indulge in some spending on yourself. Your relationships with people you care about will also improve. On June 8, Mercury moves into your third house, and on June 9, Jupiter joins it. Jupiter will stay in your third house for a whole year, bringing opportunities and growth in areas related to communication, learning, and connections. There is a separate video on my channel where I explain in detail what Jupiter brings to each zodiac sign. I'll leave the link in the info box below. The ingress of Jupiter brings luck and expansion, but the moment it enters a new sign will be tense, as Jupiter forms a challenging aspect to Saturn around June 9. You may feel held back by past obligations or unfinished business. Something you didn't complete earlier might now limit your ability to move forward. For example, you start a new job but lack the skills or language proficiency you were supposed to acquire in the past. Or maybe your old credit history is now interfering with getting a loan for a new car. Or an unfinished home renovation prevents you from fully enjoying a vacation. It's a time when unfinished matters can block your forward momentum. On June 11, there's a full moon in Sagittarius. In your 8th house, full moons bring culmination and clarity. The 8th house governs shared finances, taxes, debts, inheritance, and transformation. A financial matter will reach resolution, perhaps finalizing an insurance policy, a loan, alimony, fines, or taxes. You might submit some financial documents or receive clarity about your partner's finances. The 8th house is also a space of rebirth, and you'll crave emotional renewal. You may want to travel or attend a social event just to feel that inner reset. On June 14, Venus forms a tense aspect to Black Moon Lilith, affecting your 1st and 7th houses, the axis of relationships. It's important not to compare yourself to others or try to emulate someone. If someone compares you to another person, don't take it seriously. This aspect can create illusions about partners' romantic, business, or close friends. You might either idealize them or be overly critical. Sometimes, this aspect reveals situations where our partners act or say something that embarrasses us. On June 15, two intense aspects occur: a square between rebellious Uranus and fiery Mars, and another between Saturn and Jupiter. These tensions may reflect on world events, but will also touch your chart. You'll need to act quickly. Find unconventional solutions while not ignoring real-world limits. The issue at hand might have originated back in July or August 2024. Those born between May 1820 may feel this most strongly. On June 17, Mars enters Virgo, your fifth house. Mars represents energy and drive. Wherever Mars transits, we become more active. The last time Mars was here was July, August 2023. The fifth house relates to children, romantic feelings, flirtation, creativity, hobbies, and joy. Virgo is a practical and meticulous sign. You'll want to combine pleasure with usefulness, like a vacation where you relax, and also do something beneficial like massages or wellness treatments. Or time with your kids that's also educational, like developmental games for small children. On the downside, this can make you overly critical of loved ones. You might think, "I'm criticizing because I care." Overall, this is a great transit for you, as Mars will be in a lucky aspect to your sign, bringing inspiration and joy, especially in love, creativity, or parenting. On June 19, Jupiter squares Neptune. This is a rare and significant aspect, and I'll make a separate video about it. For Taurus, it's about letting go of illusions, addictions, or outdated habits. You'll realize that something you routinely do is no longer relevant. It's time to reevaluate it. On June 21, the Sun enters Cancer, marking the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. It's an energetically powerful time that supports the manifestation of goals you set back in December 2024. On June 24, a very fortunate event occurs: a conjunction of the Sun and Jupiter in your third house, in a harmonious aspect to your sign. The Sun and Jupiter are masculine, yang planets, meaning they prompt action and initiative. June 24 starts a year-long cycle of growth and expansion. It's a great time to take steps toward learning, communication, documents, travel, or launching a business. It's a time when new paths and new people appear, offering inspiration and opening many interesting doors. On June 25, there's a new moon in your third house in Cancer. New moons mark new beginnings, and the third house rules roads, ideas, information, and communication. You may receive new insights, inspiration, or meet someone who gives you a fresh perspective or ideas, something that will first spark thought and later bring action. If this forecast was helpful to you, put a like and press the bell. Subscribe to the Zodiac Soul Insights channel and get a plus in karma from the universe. Share in the comments. Was this forecast helpful to you, and how much coincides with your events? See you in the next video. May the stars be on your side.